Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the second part of the Diwali card series. As Diwali is fast approaching, I decided to make these cards for my friends and thought it would be wonderful for beginners to try making these fun and easy cards. I hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to check out part 1 of the Diwali card series for more ideas. Firstly, I will tell you about the materials I've used. I use Winsor Newton Cotman Watercolor, white gouache, synthetic round brushes from Bohemia and Winsor Newton, and A4 size Canson XL cotton paper 300 GSM. The link for all the materials I've used can be found in the description below. I folded my A4 watercolor sheet into half, and now I'm starting off by drawing the basic sketch of Lord Ganesh. So my sketch is now complete, and I'm using art masking fluid to fill in all these lines that I have just created. The purpose of art masking fluid is to retain the white of the paper. If you do not have art masking fluid, I'm going to recommend you to use white gouache instead. But there's a slight difference in the application of both. White gouache would be applied right after all the watercolor washes have dried up, whereas masking fluid needs to be applied prior to laying down your washes. You need to wait for the art masking fluid to dry up before laying down any washes. I'm applying some clean water to my watercolor card, which I have taped down on all four sides. Then I'm using cadmium red, a diluted wash all over the card using a flat brush. As you can see, my paper is really wet. I can still put another wash of creamier paint over my card. I will let the card dry now prior to laying down a few more washes. So while my paint is drying, I decided to start off with another card and started with drawing a basic Diwali lamp. And I'm doing the same process for this card as well. I've masked the areas which I want to retain as white, and I'm applied some clean water followed by some diluted cadmium red paint. I've just roughly created an area for a flame which I want to fill in with yellow color. So this is an abstract version of the card. I could have taped this down as well, like the Lord Ganesh card, but I probably didn't think about it at the right time. Now I'm going to drop in some really bright colors while my paper is still wet. So I'm going to use vibrant colors like green, cadmium red, cadmium yellow, ultramarine blue, a bit of purple here and there. You can experiment with the colors and you can choose the ones you like most. I'm painting the flame using some cadmium yellow. must have noticed that the layers that I'm just laying down now are all wet and dry. I don't want the paint to be very dilute, so I'm just laying down thicker consistency of the paint. But you could try with wet on wet as well, wherein the color is going to bleed into each other and create even more interesting effect. The only thing to remember is when you are using a wet on wet technique, you need more layering to get the desired brightness. However, if it's wet on dry, you can get more vibrant colors in just one wash. I'm also laying down a bit of black towards the corner just to create a bit of contrast. Now I'm adding sepia color to the inside of the lamps and towards the edges to give it a 3D effect. Let it dry now and come back to my first card. I have put a water wash on the card again, and I'm laying down some cadmium yellow color. Paint is almost dry and I have taken off the masking tape. You can see I've got an interesting edge, perhaps because some of the paint actually seeped down under the tape, or perhaps it could be because the paint was probably still damp. So I have also removed the art masking fluid. Now you can see I haven't got really fine edges, so I'm going to use some darker paint to cover those and refine those edges. To make sure that when you remove the masking fluid, the paint is completely dry, or you could ruin your drawing sheet. So I haven't captured this in my video, but I just thought I'll mention it just in case. So I've outlined Lord Ganesha's figure, and use some darker color to give it a bit more vibrancy, and I think I'm quite pleased with the outcome. So adding some final touches to my second card. Again, I'm going to add a bit of cadmium red shadow to Shubh Deepavali that I wrote earlier with using art masking fluid, just to make it stand out a bit more. So my second card is also ready. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and share this video if you've enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to watch more videos. Bye.